You know, I forgot to change the lead screen because it still says Cigar Rants. Okay, YouTube is live.
I thought that was okay.
YouTube is live.
What's up with your fancy mic?
What fancy
Oh, you
mic?
put it underneath.
Yeah, same mic as yours. Why is my... So we're live. We're live on both fronts, I think.
Oh. Well, I didn't know that.
Well,
Your
now
mic's
you,
alive too.
now you do.
I will live.
That's why I was being very careful with what I was saying as I was coming downstairs. I was like,
You
shit.
told me that.
I don't think we're
Yeah,
live.
but you're not mic'd up. Are you? Are you
No.
mic'd up?
I'm not mic'd up.
You should be mic'd up though. Where's your mic?
I don't think we're live.
No, we're not live, man. I'm looking at it at the moment. We're not.
I just pressed go live on YouTube. And it says on air.
I mean, there's...
It's upcoming. Oh, we're live.
We're live. I told you. I know what I'm doing.
I can't see it still. But...
That's because you've got an Android in it.
Oh,
That's what happens.
I still can't see it on the actual iPad with the actual login. Oh, but I've got an ad for it.
It's right here. It's
We're
right
live,
here.
mate. We're live. Yes.
Usman Combi's. Hey! Alright, brothers, we're on YouTube. Oh shit, I can see the comments too. See, Alex, you know, he keeps using Android, in it, that's
I
why.
still can't see it on the actual iPad.
Well, click on it.
It's not there.
Click on the video.
There isn't. It's not there.
Give me the iPad.
No,
Give me the iPad.
I refuse.
Give me the... I'd sort it out, innit? Why are you making life more difficult? Give me the iPad.
It's not there.
It should be there. And he put it on the wide shot as well, so we're both in fucking camera. We're both on the camera.
So, professional start.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
That shouldn't be filming now, you know.
Listen, yeah. Listen. I've got no excuse. So I'm just going to sit here and like waste time while I try and find a way to fix this shit. Because there we go. Right.
Fix this shit.
Oh shit. Don't keep, keep the volume low, yeah? Because I say a lot of dumb stuff. There we go. It's paused. Happy?
Right.
We're not late. We arrived. We made
We're
it.
in Cuban time.
Yeah, we're Cuban. Hey! We're Cuban time. Can we close that door? It's a bit chilly, isn't it?
This guy. This guy.
I don't think it's...
You know you're live and people expect you to start talking stuff.
I am talking stuff. Yo, I got this cigar, right? Look how squidgy it is. Freaking hate this crap. Should I smoke the Cohiba or should I smoke the Ramoneons? Ramoneons.
I don't give a crap.
Where's your cutter? Let me borrow your cutter. I didn't bring your cutter. Oh, no, let me borrow. No, it's
You have
okay,
the
man.
knife there.
Where's the knife?
It's under your crap.
Oh, yeah. Yo, you know, so you've got like some of the best cutters and some of the worst piece of shit cutters I've ever seen any person who's been this long in the cigar industry use. Like, swear to God, what is this? What the hell is this?
It's a good.
It doesn't even open.
I can't afford the other ones. I'm spending on cigars. I'm spending.
Oh my God, you've got the same cutter as Alex. Holy, I just got it back. It's got a back.
Yeah. I can't cut my cigars right, man.
It's got a back on it. What the shit? Have you got torpedoes?
No.
Take
But
that.
look, it's
Yo.
nicely sharp.
Do you need me to buy you a cutter?
Yeah, I can't
is
afford.
This, is this like a cry for help? You know, there's a...
Mine was like a tenner, and you can't see this on the screen, but that cut's fine.
No, it's not. No, it's not. There's a Romeo Julieta cutter that I got from the festival somewhere there.
Is that mine?
No, it's not yours. I might give it to you.
Probably fake.
Because I feel... How is it fake? No, it's definitely one of those cheap things that they make at the festival.
It's probably fake.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those cheap things that they make for the festival, right? Because they only give the good stuff at the gala dinner. At the opening night, you get what you give it, innit?
What's wrong with the cutter, man?
What do you mean what's wrong with the cutter? Where do you even start?
But cut's fine.
Oh yeah,
It's
of course.
a nice heavy piece. Under crown 10. I smoked an under crown yesterday, so I was like, yeah,
No
well,
card in camera. There's a nice big overlay. I'll get rid of that.
On what?
On that camera.
I hope there's no card in there.
Oh, yeah, but I'm getting all the overlay thing now.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to look at your screen while you're pressing the info button.
Is that? Nope. I'm sure that wasn't there a minute ago. Right.
Done?
Yeah.
See, we know what we're doing.
We probably lost all the audience already.
Yeah, which camera am I looking at?
Steve Cutler.
Steve Cutler? What's that?
It's a
Hey,
name.
Usman, good to see you back on YouTube. Remember having a cigar together upstairs at the Hotel National with Cody during the festival?
With Cody? Hotel National. Oh yeah, with Cody. Yeah. That was awesome. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're a week late with the live stream. You know, imagine if we tried to do this last week when I was absolutely shattered. It would not have worked, innit? You look uncomfortable in that chair. I'm not going to lie. Do you want to swap seats?
Not really. We already tried that one. You know, I don't usually lay back on the seat, so I always stay forward.
No, but you look better in this chair.
No, I don't look better in this chair.
You
We
do.
already tried that one.
You look great
Let's
in
start
this chair.
talking the purpose we're here.
Okay. So anyway,
Get to the point.
get to the
Yeah.
point. It's going to be a while, mate.
Yeah, I don't think, guys, this will be an hour stream.
It's
I
gonna
don't
be a
see
long-
this how will be an hour stream. We already spent 15 minutes just laughing and
Sorry,
discussing my cutters.
Also, look at this Aladino, innit? King. I have to represent.
Why you don't light with Cuban lighter?
I don't have Cuban lighters. Oh,
Exactly.
Cuban. Oh, no, I do have a Cuban lighter. I threw it in the bin. I swear. They gave me one of those big things, right? Okay. So, anyway, let me just do a quick introduction.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys, to a live. Which camera am I looking at?
Middle one.
Oh, welcome, guys, to another live stream. We got the front cover wrong. It said Cigar Rants. That's how long it's been since we've done these live streams. The channel used to be Cigar Rants back in the day. So it's been a few years. It's been like 3, maybe almost 4 years since we did our last live stream. Ray and I have been,
There's 2 on YouTube.
No, he doesn't.
No,
The last video says
wasn't,
3.
I don't think I was working in Cigars, so
Yeah,
It's been a while though.
it's been a while.
I already don't work in Cigars anyway.
Yeah. I mean, Alex is aged. But he's not on camera, so it's fine. Yeah, it's been...
Sheer butter that you do, mate.
I can... No, I'm not going to... So, it's been 3 years. We haven't done a live stream in a while. We kind of went off and did our own thing for a while. I don't know why I've got this here. Let me slide that across. And now we're back. I think we're in a better place. You know, you've got like... you've just started a
Where's
new
your
job.
backdrop?
What backdrop?
The cover.
This the backdrop. Okay, we need to chill, man. You know, we're getting back into it. So, I promise I'm going to decorate this room. Shut up, guys. And we're back. And it's the same trio. It's me, Alex, and Ray. Same freaking trio.
You need to say, we're back, bitches.
I was going to put that in the title, you know. I don't think that would have been. I don't think that would have gone well. I would have got told off immediately. I've got people to look, you know, to like report to now.
Say
So do
that.
you.
I said that. You can put it. Ray says, we're back, bitches.
Did you say we bad bitches?
We're back.
Oh,
I think you said we ban bitches.
You guys are so...
I mean, maybe we
Yes.
do. Depends on what they say, huh? So yeah, welcome back to another live stream. It's a whole new year. We've just come. I came back from the festival a couple of weeks ago, and Ray and I wanted to do this live stream. And obviously, we can't do this live stream without Alex because it's a it's a 3-team person. It's a 3-team game. It's a 3-team stream.
3-team person.
It's a 3-team person. Yes. They never let me off, man. Honestly.
Call it triplet.
They never let that shit slide, man. Just one time. Let my dumb stuff slide. So yeah, welcome back. I'm really pleased that we're back. I bought a new chair for this live stream, which is the one over here. Supposed to be the same color as that one. It's not the same color, but don't look at me, look at him. Focus on him. His chair looks better. This is not comfortable. This looks comfortable.
Guys, I have a question for you
not
because
comfortable.
we're very bright here. Tell please, what do you think the name of the color on this chair is? Because we have an argument, what's the color on the chair? And this is just a side. When you listeners, you can just put it in the comment. What do you think in
It's camel.
camel? Don't say what is it. I want people to say what is it.
But it's camel.
It's not camel.
It's
This guy's
camel.
never seen a camel.
Oh, it's definitely cow.
Okay, it might be orange. It's kind of like it's camel, but leaning too far into orange. That's what I think. But anyway, Let's get on with this. Let me get my Diet Coke going, because I'm thirsty. You've got your cup of water. I had to wash a cup for you.
It's a glass of water. It's not a cup. It's a glass.
You don't have a drink. Sucks to be you, man. It's gonna be a dry smoke.
It's Connecticut colour, apparently.
Connecticut?
Connecticut wrapper.
Who's that?
What kind of cigars have you been smoking, yo?
Or brandy. I'm not sure about the brandy you've been having.
Oh, brandy.
That's Connecticut, isn't it? Color.
No, that's
color.
no.
Habano.
That's Colorado. I would say that's Colorado Maduro.
That's not Maduro.
Yeah, it's not. It's Colorado Maduro. It's a one level before Maduro.
What's this?
Probably Colorado, same thing. It looked a little bit orangey.
This is orange, man.
No, the
anyway,
cigar.
right. So, festival. Oh, I'm looking at that one. Well, thanks for that, man. So, Habanos Festival just happened about a couple of weeks ago, and a bunch of things have happened since then. And we've had like reports from a number of things. My favorite thing that I've been talking about is the Behike 59. That's my favorite topic right now, because everyone keeps going on about. Remember when you got like a bunch of pictures and rumors being sent to you around October,
Yep.
November time?
Yep.
And you were looking at it thinking, oh shit, there's a Behike 59.
Yeah, there was a lots of pictures. I don't know. I just say November probably. Floating around in the social medias, in the private groups. You know, they have all the Behikes line, the 52, 54, 56. They had the 58, and they had the 59,
Yeah.
which was a short bellicoso style. Looks like one of the Romeo's size. You know, the Romeo Linea 1930.
Like a Hidalgo? No. I know what you're talking about.
Hidalgo.
No, not the Hidalgos. The Hidalgos isn't pointy. The Nobles.
Nobles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks literally
Kinda,
like that
but
one.
It's like pointier with a little.
Yeah, but that kind of idea. Fat,
Yeah.
short,
Yeah.
pointy, figurado.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, they're releasing not one, but two new Behikes. Well, the reality is completely different.
No, it's complete nonsense. It was complete nonsense. Now, I could be wrong. And I'm happy to be wrong, because I wrote up an article about it being very definitive, like there is no Behike 59. I was very black and white about it. I didn't leave any room for error. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But every single source that I spoke to in Havana, they all turned around and looked at me like I was saying something ridiculous. And I'm talking like if you talk to these people, you'll know that they know what they're talking about.
So yeah, if there's a Behike 59 in the future, it's not been anywhere released, announced, or anyone even talking about it.
Even the blend hasn't been. They said so. They talked to me, and again, I can't tell you who, but they talked to me about the cigar in question, and they said maybe, but the blend hasn't even been finalized. They haven't even finalized anything
And
about that cigar.
I don't think there's made any sense to release 59.
No,
Because you already releasing 58. Why would you shoot your bullets?
Exactly.
If you can release 59 in 5 years, when the
Precisely.
Cuba celebrate another anniversary,
Yes.
like 20th anniversary,
When you can do the 20th
and you can
weekend
create the hype in the meantime, everyone like can be again, because the rumors for 58 was already more than 4 or 5 years ago.
2018, 2019 is when the 58 rumors started coming out.
So that means they maybe will start working. I'm pretty sure in the factory they were trying Vitos, they were trying blends, they were trying stuff, and people who were close to the factories, they were getting some of those unbanded Behikes and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe the 59 or the Figurado, whatever they can call it, is the next one in development, but I doubt will be released before 2029, 2028, something like that.
But the rumors say that, now this is not verified information. This is not from any of my proper sources. These are rumors. But the rumors suggest that this cigar that we saw, the Figurado with the weird cap, that's a standard production Cohiba, Behike standard production, but you know what I mean. Standard production Cohiba that's going to be released for next year's festival, because it's the Cohiba's, 60th anniversary?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're saying that's what it is. It's not a Behike.
Well, I've heard the same rumors, obviously not from your sources. I heard it from different people in Europe.
Oh, no,
They
I
were
haven't
saying,
heard, I haven't heard this from any official source. This is not.
Yeah, same thing. No official people
Yeah.
who were close
These
to
are
Cuba and
just rumors.
Habanos. They say apparently they were thinking for a new Cohiba with that kind of style, short, fat bellicoso. Someone mentioning the name Atabey as a name. Of course, Atabey is related to the Cuban names and the Cuban names as the Indians and that kind of stuff. But it doesn't sound logical too much for me because Atabe already exists as a brand, and that would be a conflict of interest if you
It would be such a legal
Yes.
nightmare.
So I don't know, but Habanos doesn't much care about the legal stuff.
No, they do. They do. If they want to sell in Europe, they're gonna have problems with that. Because from Habanos' perspective, it's like, well, we want to sell in Europe. If they take it to Europe, you know how like a lot of the
But do you know if they haven't registered that name already?
you think they've registered that?
If they have planning something like that, the plan start here 2 years, 3 years ago. And you reckon they haven't registered in Germany or wherever they register names in Europe?
So if they've already got it registered, yeah, but Atabe's been around for a long time.
No, in Europe. I think they just came in Europe, and I'm not sure officially even they're in Europe.
Oh, clever. I see what you mean. So what if they registered the name in Europe way before Atabe even launched?
And you can't,
Atabe doesn't know.
You can't say nothing now because you're gonna release your
Yeah,
information.
yeah.
So you're waiting until you drop the bomb and then like start chasing everyone who have the name.
Yeah. They can take two birds with one stone. It's cold. It's really mean that. That's a really that's a ruthless move
Because
to make, man.
if you start releasing a cigar, at least my point of view is, if you start working on a project X or project Y, you probably have the name in your head, most likely.
Yeah.
It makes sense to register that name in case some other numphead decide to use the name for any other purpose.
And
So you approach the register name. I know some brands have registered so many names just in case in the future they decide to release a line with that name, which is related to their history or whatever.
But do you think
just
Habanos
in case.
is that prepared?
Well, if they chase everyone about the names, because they try
do
to
it for
chase the
Cohiba.
Americans.
They do it for Cohiba. But Cohiba's, it wasn't like in preparation. Cohiba, it's very definitive. It's like Cohiba came out in Cuba, and then they came out with the American version way after that.
And maybe
so that's an easy win.
Maybe because they have the problems with the Cohiba, this time they learn their lesson and say, you know what, everything we're releasing, we will put a name registered.
I don't think they're that prepared, man.
Oh, again, they can change one word. You know, you see all the recent names or the Vitolas, it doesn't make any sense. You know, all the names we mentioned, if you check all the Vitola names, because every cigar is a new Vitola now.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any logical sense.
None of them make any sense. But then also it means that other people, well, no, if you told the name.
And if you're some numpty head who bringing cigars in Europe, if it's me, if I wanna make on shit on Habanos, I will register all the Legito numbers names which are not used. Legito number 8, Legito number 9, Legito number 10.
Get smaller. Wait, is it the other way around?
Because the Behike 58 is Legito, is the last Legito release.
No. This is Legito number 10.
Or if they need to make a pigtail, imagine in Cuba shorts,
With a big
Cuba white shorts pigtail or something like that.
So this is one of the things that we received at the festival, which you only received if you went to the Tabacalera event. So Tabacalera had an event, and I'm a huge fan of Tabacalera because of the people that work there. I love those guys. They're absolutely wonderful people, and they invited me to the event, so I was like, of course I'm gonna go. This was the only event where the music volume was reasonable. I don't know what it is about Cuba, but I swear to God, everyone in Cuba has hearing loss because the music is always 11. Always. The speakers, I swear, I'm not kidding, okay? You think I'm exaggerating here. The speakers were popping, like actual, like you could hear them like just, I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't, Alex, when the speaker's too loud and the subwoofer's about to blow off.
Yeah, it's popping.
There you go. That's basically what he was doing.
It's party time.
Every time.
Hey,
You couldn't hear
Guantanamera. How many times you heard that song?
I didn't hear that song at all.
That's a joke.
I was so thankful. At all. Not what, or if I did, I don't remember it because I must have blacked it out. Or blanked it out. I hate that song so much. Not because it's bad, but because, oh my God, you played that shit so much in your
So
song.
it's because of the cigars.
Is that actually the lyric though?
Yeah. Guantanamera.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think
It's
it
not the
said?
most famous,
What the word was.
probably the most famous Cuban song.
What did you think it said?
I don't know.
They haven't even named cigars after that.
So anyway, we received these Cohiba shorts, right? But this is one of the things that was pretty cool that we received, which I'm not going to smoke because I don't like shorts. I might do a video on it. To be fair, you know what? The last shorts that I did a video on, which was the Cohiba short versus the Trinidad short. The Trinidad short was actually pretty good. So bullshit aside, that one that we tried at the festival, that was pretty good. The Cohiba short,
On that packaging, I was thinking why they put the red numbers as well on the green label.
yeah, that's what I thought.
It
This
looks
is
different format. You know,
Yeah.
now you have like F number whatever, but I thought they stopped making those green red labels, red color labels.
Yeah, so apparently this has not been released anywhere.
Okay.
This has not been released anywhere. They've got the Cohiba short humidor, but the wide humidor doesn't exist. And you know what? They're right. When they put the plastic on, you can't smell the plastic. And you know what? It is actually quite pretty.
Yeah.
That is the...
Until the moment you open it.
Shut up, man. We're not going to open it.
Open it to show disappointment.
No.
Half of that is wood. You know, you see that thinking, ooh, that's
What's
a good
in
size
there?
cigar.
Yeah,
you know?
what's in there?
What's
I
in there?
wonder what cigars in here.
When you open, half of the humidor is wood.
No, but it's a nice humidor, man. It's a nice humidor. It's a pretty looking humidor. And
How are we going to make a humidor for cigarillos now?
they made
Oh,
it...
hold on. You can't be humidor. It's too small. Let's put some chunk of wood there.
No!
That's underneath. Foam.
Look, it's... Yeah, I'm going to take that foam out, though. That's embarrassing, man. I don't know why they've got a humidor for cigars or cigarillos that are in plastic.
Yeah. That's literally. Oh, well, hold on. We don't use plastic. We don't use cellophane. But we use plastic on the cheap stuff. Oh, but we're gonna put them in the humidor. In the plastic.
And the humidor doesn't even work, right? Because you got to activate it.
You know what's the last thing missing on this humidor
Go
if
on.
you want to make complete nonsense?
Go on.
Numbers.
No.
Put some numbers on the cigars.
No.
It's complete
That would
nonsense.
be over the top, man. But yeah, this is a 50 cab. Don't mess with me. I got a 50 cab Cohiba.
It's not called 50 cab. It's a 50.
What?
I don't know what they call those.
a
Lacquered
50 humidor.
boxes.
Yeah, it's a lacquered box, isn't it?
Lacquered.
But bullshit aside, right? Presentation-wise,
Bullshit aside. Bullshit's never aside.
bullshit aside, the presentation of it is actually pretty
Is
good.
there any date code on the bottom?
Fuck no, it's a cigarillo. What are they gonna do? And then we also received this, right? This is the Trinidad shorts, not as fancy as the Cohiba, and in fact nowhere near as fancy because when you crack this open, you opened this, didn't you? You opened this, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's just, it was like
Well,
you're like looking at this thinking, oh my god,
Yeah.
there'll be tons in here.
yeah, tons of it.
Nope, there's just 2 boxes. No, listen.
Hey, this is how you make 800 million profit. They're not even big bucks.
It's a standard 2 box. So there's 6 of
12.
them in here.
So 12 cigars,
12 cigarillos.
12 cigarillos.
Don't call it.
I think this is the most ridiculous packaging. You know, that kind of size of box used for 12 cigarillos.
It's the fact that it's in boxes in the box.
Yeah, the boxes are in boxes. Listen, I'm not mad at it because I thought it was a very cute touch. You know, when they gave it to us, I was very thankful. I was like, this is very nice. I'm not going to smoke them unless I do a video on them because it's just not something that I'm that interested in. But Cuban minis sell a lot. A lot of people buy this stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you. And to be honest, on my view on the cigarillos, because I used to sell them until yesterday, Cohiba is probably the most popular ones, even if they're the most expensive. Well, they're not the most expensive. This is the most expensive one. Trinidad
is
does not
Cohiba.
sell. No, Trinidad.
Trinidad's not the most expensive.
They're more expensive than Cohibas.
No.
Yeah.
How?
Shorts. Well, I don't know about the white shorts.
Really?
But if you check
you
Cohiba
mind?
shorts versus Trinidad shorts are more expensive.
Serious?
Well, I think so.
That makes no sense at
And
all.
Trinidad does not sell at all.
Yeah, Trinidad.
Does not sell at all. Cohiba shorts, I sell a ton shit of them. People smoke them, even the minis and the small ones.
Okay, $3.99 for the Cohiba shorts.
$4.50 for a Trinidad.
No way. It's $4.99 for the Trinidad. Why? That makes no sense. Cohiba's the flagship. That makes
Told you,
no
those
sense at all.
cigarillos does not sell. I used to sell, let's say, I used to work in a small shop, but if I sell an outer of shorts of Trinidad, so an outer of short is basically 10 packs of 10, I will sell probably 15 to 20 outers of Cohiba shorts. So Cohiba shorts are 15 times more selling than those.
Wow.
They literally nobody buys
What about the white
Trinidad.
shorts? Do people buy them?
To be honest, I have them only once and they were out of stock. There's no stock at the moment in UK of white shorts.
I got them right here, man. I got 50 of them.
You can probably sell them and make money, honestly. There's a big... the other thing which is out of stock for ages is Poritos. Monte Cristo Poritos, last year there was only one shipment in Poritos.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Completely out of
I'm
stock.
gonna call Jorge. I'm like, Jorge, come on, man.
I don't know where those...
Chop, chop.
No one have them. Cohiba
Really?
Monte Cristo Poritos.
But it's not difficult to make them. In terms of production.
Plenty of minis.
We haven't even introduced the cigars that we're smoking for this live stream. How rude.
Is anyone asking? Is there any comments there?
Oh yeah, we're half an hour in. Yeah, we're half an hour in. We haven't even introduced the cigars. We haven't even told Alex to go. Nothing.
I mean, my favourite comment so far is, where's it gone? From Cody Escoto.
Oh no.
Yo, Usman, what are those shoes, brother? Lol.
Oh, people can see our shoes now.
Yeah. I should have worn my shoes. I'm wearing my slippers in it.
Yeah, but even your slippers are bloody tasseled loafers.
They're not tasseled. They're not tasseled. It's tied. It's tied. It's a shoelace.
It's not.
It's got a shoelace. What you don't have slippers with shoelaces?
I don't have slippers at all.
What kind of slippers do you got, huh? You got some cheap ass slippers in it. That's what it is. Yeah, Cody. By the way, Cody's the guy that I met in Cuba last year. Love this guy. He's like one of the honestly, he's such a cool guy. He does an impression of someone that we know. I'm not gonna say it, but it's actually pretty good. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. But I love this guy. He's such a cool guy. He's such a cool guy to hang out with.
Any other comments where we need to answer something before we go to the cigars?
How much is the Cohiba Humidor?
How much? We don't know.
There's no price. There's no price at the moment. Is he asking me or is he asking retail?
If I need to put price on that in UK,
I'd say 350.
what's the price on the single short?
Single shorts is
White short,
White short?
5-6 pounds.
Yeah.
So
50
I would say
I worked out-
450, 500 for me with the
Nah,
price.
I wouldn't go that far. Because I worked out the price of it. Cohiba White Short is not that expensive, the single. Let me see.
Great content.
Yeah, sorry.
What's going on his phone?
Check
Oh wait, 679. So 339, 340 for the box.
Without the
so I'd say
box.
350.
more.
I'd say 350.
It's a lacquered fancy box.
I know,
mate.
but
People selling Behike boxes empty for 50, 60 pounds.
that's Behike. This is
Yeah.
Cohiba Short.
Yeah, but it's better box than Behike.
It's not better box than Behike.
If you get rid of the wooden shits
The new
inside,
one. Oh wait, I'm talking about the new one. Okay, no, the current one maybe. That one's very nice, but they're gonna update it as the years progress. The new Behike box, absolutely gorgeous. Like I don't know, right? I should have put this on video, but I didn't put it. You know when I did the unboxing of the Behike, the little short one. I mean the small one, the sample pack. It's got a button, and everything's so well made. You press the button, you flick it open, and when you close it, it stops, and then you got to press it down. And when you press it down, it's got this ping sound, and it sounds so good. Just little touches like that. Honestly, they've done such an incredible job with that humidor. It's not a humidor, with that box. They've done an incredible job. The only problem, wait, before we get into that, what cigars are we smoking?
well, I'm almost finishing.
That cigar doesn't count. Light up something else, man. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, in a few minutes.
Have you got a Cuban?
No.
Come on, man. We're talking about Cubans and you haven't even brought
I'm smoking Findeles Mundes.
Findeles
A
Mundes.
cigar made for Nomad.
Can I see?
2017-18 release. Blended by Fred Rowe, aka The Godfather. And made by Oveja Negra, Black Label.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, they used to be one of the first partners of Nomad back in the time. They do phenomenal releases for Nomad. I don't know if they still work with them.
They blended it. No.
Fred blended with James, but that was their first collaborations back in the time. Pennsylvanian broadleaf wrapper, Nicaraguan Habano binder, Dominican Nicaraguan tobacco's fillers. Power is still medium to full, even if it's almost 10 years old cigar. Phenomenal smoke, ash, everything. I mean, beautiful. Corona Gorda, amazing size.
Mine is not one that I generally like. It's a very straightforward cigar. Habanos number 3. It's the newest release of Habanos, standard production. And you know what?
They even didn't came up with a fancy name. They just put it number 3.
No, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind the fact that it's called number 3.
Yeah, but does it make any sense?
No, because there's no number 1. Is there number 1 and number 2?
No, in Habanos.
No, there
and
isn't.
also number 3 in other blends is a different size.
Yeah, but you can't. Listen.
Why number 3 then?
Oh, that's Cuba.
I think they call it Habanos number 3.
What?
I think the right name is
Habanos number 3. Yeah.
Habanos number 3, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say Habanos number 3.
That's how you should then.
It's just too long, man. I'm just gonna say Habanos number 3 because everyone knows what that is. And I'm gonna be honest with you, special selected is better, like way better.
I don't think I've smoked this one.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Habanos is not a brand I usually pick.
Do you want to try it? I'm kidding.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Not this time.
I'll skip it.
It's gonna be no time.
Alex, what are you smoking?
Dunbarton Micarida.
Very nice.
Mi querida.
Mi querida.
Micarida.
Very nice.
That's a cute name, though, isn't it?
Was it My Love or something?
My dear, my love. Yeah, my dear. Querida. That's a pretty word, though. So is that one sweetened as well?
No.
No?
You have only one cigar which is with tip, and that's the Dumbarton. Sobremesa.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one.
I promise you, we didn't do anything to the cigar. We didn't add any sugar to it. It's just naturally sugary on the lips. I swear. Sound like some bullshit to me, man. Listen, he's a cool guy, but that's bullshit right there. Oh yeah, we didn't. No, I swear, innit? We didn't put it on any sugar.
Yeah, we're talking about Saka. By the way, guys, if you get the new piece of the Cigar Journal, the main article is about Steve Saka, and actually it's very well made. It's not one of those bullshit interviews where they just highlight stuff. Steve Saka tells some very interesting stuff in there. So if you're curious, my colleagues...
He gives out too much information sometimes.
He's a very straight mouth, and that's why I like him.
I love the guy.
He's a controversial guy.
Yeah.
But you ask him, hey, why the cigar have tunneling, or why the cigar split up and whatever.
He'll answer the question.
The guy will send you that much of information, why that caused a problem, whatever. And at the end of the conversation, we'll say, where did you buy your cigar? We're happy to replace it.
I mean, don't get me
Which
wrong.
is not a lot of people like that.
Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of respect for him. Huge amounts of respect for him. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to take the piss out of one of his cigars. You know what I mean? So, like, I've got a huge amount of respect for that guy. I really enjoyed hanging out with him in Dortmund. He's just such a vibe to hang out with. You just sit there, smoke cigars, and he'll just talk shit for like hours and hours. And it's just hilarious stuff. And he'll just talk shit about everybody. There's no one who's safe.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen him, if you think I'm a big guy, you should see him. He's twice the size of the chair. He's a massive guy.
He wouldn't fit in this chair, would he?
Yeah, no chance.
So, back to the tree. Wait, before we go on, do we have any comments?
Ras beats the number 3.
Who?
Specially selected beats the number 3
Yes, he does.
with a fist.
Yeah, he's right. He's
I would
absolutely
probably agree with that one. Even if I haven't smoked this one.
Especially selected is an incredible cigar.
Best Habanos is a Gigantes, and then all the other crap.
Nah, for me, it's still specially selected, man.
No.
I had
Best
a Gigantes.
Habanos is 2019 in Metada.
No, that's a limitada. We're talking standard production. No, standard production.
Gigantes is not even seen anymore.
I had one like last week.
Yeah, on the launch of the new cigar. When they launched the new Habanos in Switzerland, whatever, Belgium.
Yeah, I had it there, and I had it last week.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't buy. Oh no, Mansoor.
they haven't seen those in stock in 3 years, mate. Where are those cigars? They're one of those cigars.
They're still.
We make them. We make Partagas 898. Oh yeah, we make Lusitania. Oh, where they are? In the books. Can I order some?
No, I smoked.
No.
Hey, listen, you can say that, but I smoked 898 recently. I made a video about them. I smoked Gigantes multiple times recently, this year, so they're available. And Lusitania is a different story, isn't it? We don't talk about the Lusitania. I saw the Lusitania in Cuba. They were giving it out to like the Habanos World Challenge guys, but no one else could touch it.
They have one box. They have one cabinet. Oh look, we made that one.
It was in
You
his
sure it
room.
was Lusitania, or did you just put the band on?
No, it was
Lusitania?
Lusitania. It was Lusitania.
They just
right?
put the band, yeah?
No, it's definitely
They
Lusitania.
used some random Churchill
No,
somewhere.
it was.
Romeo Churchill and put the band on the Lusitania.
Wait, is it double Corona? It's double Corona.
Well, whatever, double Corona.
Yeah. No, it was definitely Lusitania. You could tell. It's a Lusitania because the other ones are too light. You know, like the Hoyos
I
and
think
the freaking...
Lusitania, correct me if I'm wrong, they're the only one in cabinet. No, Hoyo is in cabinet as well.
Yeah.
Because if you use Gigantes, for example, Gigantes is box press because
Yeah.
it's in a
box. Yeah.
So you can't mistake those.
And Lusitanias are curly because they're twisted, isn't it? In the cabs.
The end, yeah. Bend it.
There's two cigars that have a different vitola. So yeah, any more comments?
Gigantes, never been seen in Sweden by Christopher.
Yes.
Kopi 103 managed to get 2 of them in Cyprus, and that was the first time he'd seen them in years.
Wow.
I say he, I don't know if that's a he.
So he's that class as like standard production then.
Yeah, we can find them, but you know, just like
Hey, probably all the people watching. How many people watching?
32.
So 30 people. We're here. So all of us 35. I think we even cannot find all together one box.
okay, I found boxes. I just don't buy those boxes because they're not cigars that I want to regularly smoke. It's not. I'm going to be straight. Okay, Gigantes is not that good.
I like it. I
It's
still
just-
have a half a box from my one of the last boxes I bought a few years ago.
I'll tell you why. It's just too mild.
Maybe that's why it's good.
No,
You know,
it's
my
too
opinion
mild.
on the Monayones is a too one-dimensional power, like Bolivar for me. They're one-dimensional power. They don't develop that much, and I don't like it. That's why I prefer slightly milder Cuban, and that's why maybe I like the Gigantes because if you're milder,
Maybe.
I always told you
That's why you don't
from
like
the
Partagas.
Cuban, yeah, I don't like Partagas, Bolivar, and Monayones
Yeah.
because for me they're one-dimensional kick. Even if I don't class them strong as the one I'm smoking maybe or whatever, they're just one-dimensional. They doesn't have anything. This thing just that kick punch, kick punch, kick punch, and that's why maybe the Gigantes are preferable for me.
For me, I love the stronger Cubans because for me, I get the opposite. I get more out of them. I don't think that they're one-dimensional. The mild cigars like the Epicure 2, for me, it's a dud because it's just empty all the way through. Just
Let's not even talk about Hoyo, mate.
No, Hoyo's a dead brand. It's not a dead brand.
People say I came here to rant about the Cuban cigars. Well, Hoyo is a cigar brand which I don't think should exist.
It's just honestly, many of the no, actually no. There are lots of Hoyos that I like, but the Epicure number 2 is a dud. Epicure number 1 is a dud. It's a pointless cigar that if they stop making, I wouldn't give a crap. I'd be like, oh no, Epicure 2's gone. Such a shame. That empty smoke.
Never
Pointless cigar.
seen out of stock AP2.
I know, it's such a shame, right?
Never seen.
Because
Anyway,
no one buys.
every shop I go, AP2 is there.
Do you know who smokes them? People who
Who follow
what's
those
good?
brothers?
No, I'm gonna say.
People who follow
No. I wasn't
the-
gonna say. I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say people who don't know shit about cigars, they smoke Epicure 2s because it's an easy cigar. You know, people who kind of smoke, people who smoke occasionally, right?
No, let's say people who they're not that much into the cigars. Don't say doesn't care. People who are new into the
I
cigars,
didn't
they
say
want
doesn't
something.
care. I said
Yeah, you
doesn't
said
know.
that
I
one.
said doesn't know.
People who doesn't care about cigars.
I said doesn't know anything about cigars.
What did it say? Turn it back.
Turn it back. What do you mean turn it? It's live.
I'm sure we can reverse somewhere.
Bring it back. Give me,
Put it
give me a
back.
recording. Alex, do your magic.
Got it in reverse.
No, okay. People who smoke occasionally, who just want to go into a lounge, occasionally have a puff on a cigar, that's the kind of cigar that they smoke. A nothing blend. That's what it is to me. A nothing blend. I can't stand that cigar. I don't have time for it. I'd rather smoke something which is a lot stronger, and that's why I prefer the stronger Cubans. They're not strong. They've just got a lot more flavor to them. They've got more depth. For me, they develop better. Like this one, I would much rather smoke this than an Epicure 2. What cigar you got now?
It's time for the next smoke.
Right here. ¿Qué coño, Fábrica de tabaco, Casa Fernandez. You chipped the wrapper, ain't it? Can't look after your
10
cigars.
10 years old. No cellophane.
How come
yeah.
it has no cellophane?
That came without cellophane.
Fair enough.
It's a cigar made from Aganorsa leaf. And this is one of their brands, Casa Fernandez. Before Aganorsa, we called Aganorsa. It used to be called Casa Fernandez. So this is the anniversary line, 2013. 100% Nicaraguan Corojo. I've never smoked it before. A little bit flaky wrapper, as Usman says, cheap or whatever.
Where's Steven when you need him, man? Okay. That looks like a pretty cool cigar, though. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll see.
But it's box pressed.
Yeah.
What a pointless shape, man.
You smoking a box press now?
This is not box pressed.
Okay,
this
this
is
is
parejo.
not that much here, but
This is parejo. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to demonstrate
look how
was
good cutter is.
it's so shit. Man. Give me that. Give me that. Let me see the cigar. Let me see the cigar. Chew the fuck out.
Ah, it's good.
Chew the hell
No
out of it.
cracks, nothing on a such
Ruined
a tiny wrapper. It's very.
Ruined it. The only reason why that cutter cuts well is because your cigar's been properly stored. If your cigar wasn't properly stored, that wrapper leaf would have been everywhere.
I thought we stopped trusting this man's opinion on cutting.
Yeah, I thought the same. I mean,
Whoa!
Thank you.
Wait, Alex, you don't have a mic for a reason. Well, actually, what is your mic?
I don't know.
I gave you a mic.
No, you didn't.
Oh shit, I left you upstairs. Sorry, man. Okay, the thing that I wanted to demonstrate is how ridiculous. Because the whole point of this stream is our Cuban cigars becoming too big. That was the point of this stream. That was the point of this stream. We went way off topic, right? Now, this is a cigarillo. This is a 33 ring gauge. This is not a cigar. And people will try and say it's a cigar, blah, blah, blah. It's not a cigar. And I'm glad that Ray agrees with me. You do, right?
For me, it's not a cigar. It's a
Thank
cigarillo.
God for that. Yeah, it's a cigarillo. This is
But
something that...
my opinion of it's not a cigar is different reason why for you it's not a cigar. You know, my reason is different than yours.
For me, anything which is short filler is not a cigar.
Exactly. For me, not everything, but
No, if it's short filler, Habibi, it's not a cigar.
Put it to the comments.
Huh?
Put it to the comments. We'll have a poll.
If it's okay, which camera am I looking at? That one. Listen, in my opinion, and I'm right, if it's short filler or medium filler or mixed filler, it's not a cigar. Okay? It's an imitation. That's what I think. Okay? I don't have time for it. I'll smoke it occasionally if someone gives me one, just because whatever. Or I'll smoke it because I don't know if it's a short filler or medium filler. Like I smoked the Flor de Cana Elegidos and I didn't know it was short filler. And then I was like, wait, why is this burning weird? Why is this tasting funny for?
I still haven't touched those.
I smoked it. Halfway through I was smoking, I was like, this is weird. Like something's off and I don't know what it is. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's short filler. What the fuck? So yeah, in my opinion, short filler, medium filler, mixed filler, all that nonsense, it's just imitation cigars. They don't count. They're not real cigars. I couldn't give a crap about them. It's not a cigar. For a cigar to be a cigar, has to be long filler, has to be handmade. That's what a cigar is, in my opinion.
For me, if it's handmade, it's a cigar.
No, that's fair. You can have that opinion, and I'm not gonna argue with you because
Machine made, I don't class them as cigars. The filler, it doesn't matter much. I mean, I've smoked some handmade short fillers, mixed fillers, whatever you want to, sandwich filler, Cuban fillers. They can be cigars. They can be taste actually nice, but if you go to machine made, it shouldn't be classed as a premium cigar.
it's not a cigar.
Yeah, agree.
So I'm a little bit harsher in my opinion. I think you're a bit more reasonable with yours. I'm a little bit harsher in this one, but just because they just annoy me. Okay, if it's short filler, mixed filler, medium filler, whatever, I don't care if someone rolled it by hand. It's not a cigar. It's a cigarillo. It's a chunky cigarillo. That's what it is. But anyway, we were talking about cigar sizes, and we'll wait for the comments to come in for that point. But cigar sizes, right? So this is a cigarillo, 33 ring gauge. Obviously, I'd say too small. Would you say too small for the cigar?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
cigarillo.
Yeah, but like a size like this, like Monte Carlo, something a little bit bigger.
I don't like those as well. You know me. For me, everything under 38 ring gauge.
It's a bit too small.
For me, it's too small.
Yeah.
I know there's a very few cigars which I like under that ring gauge. One of them is, I told you before, is a cigar called Nymphomaniac.
Yeah.
It's a 33 ring gauge,
Yeah.
but it's a Lancero.
Bolivar?
No, it's a Crux. It's a new menu. Well, in the Cuban world, Punch used to do those.
Punch,
Nymphas.
that's it.
Yeah, Punch Nymphas. I haven't seen, well, they discontinued for almost 20 years.
Yeah, because it's
even more.
freaking impossible to make them.
So, Monte Carlos, I smoked few Monte Carlos recently.
I don't mind.
I didn't like them. I
like
smoked the Medaglia de Oro number 4, which
Dud.
is a similar idea.
Dud. I
Doesn't-
hated that cigar.
For me, it was very bland.
Yeah, tastes like nothing, just bitter, harsh.
Lasts as a Lancero, even if it's slimmer. But
not
it's just,
Lancero.
it's long and slim.
But it's not Lancero.
It's not, I say lasts as a like
Oh,
Lancero.
lasts as long as a Lancero.
Lasts as long as a Lancero.
That's because they're all plugged in every
Yeah,
single one.
but yeah, I would not pick those cigars. I don't have lots of those ring gauges in my, if I have something in my humidor, it's just for probably trial basis, experimenting. But to go and buy those, never.
Same. Then we have what I think is like a medium-sized cigar. I think this is like a good range, midpoint for me when it comes to cigar. This is the kind of cigar that I would recommend. This Vitola is not this cigar, but a Vitola. This particular Vitola is what I would recommend as your first cigar. Robusto. The classic Robusto, I think, is the cigar that beginners should smoke. This is the Cohiba Robusto, and I think this is a good size. It's a good size for anyone getting into cigars. It's a good size whenever, really. You know, I'm happy to smoke a Robusto at almost any point. It's not a cigar that I would smoke in the evening because Robusto just doesn't last that long for me. It's like an hour, maybe an hour and a half max. You know, I wouldn't smoke for something like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, generally speaking. So like a Monty No. 2 size is the kind of size that I would normally go towards. And you've seen me when I come into your store, or well, not your store anymore, but when I used to come into the store, what cigars would I almost always buy? A No. 2 size cigar, right? That's what I would almost always buy. It's kind of like my go-to thing. Also, this is like really heavy packed. Feel that.
I mean, imagine you're saying now this is a mid-level size cigar.
Yeah, and it's weird because it was too big.
20 years ago, that was the biggest size, well, one of the biggest sizes on the market.
Exactly. In terms of ring gauge, that was crazy big.
For me, you mentioned some good point that you would recommend this as a beginner's type cigar as a
the
size.
Vitola, not the Cohiba, yeah.
I would probably go for something smaller for beginners.
What would you go for?
Corona, Montefor, whatever. Petit Robusto.
That's what most people would normally go for.
Because if you're beginner, maybe you can't stand that much longer smoke. I mean, this is an hour smoke. Even if the book says 30 minutes, it's not 30 minutes. And an hour, lots of people who just start smoking, transitioning from maybe cigarillos, from maybe cigars or never smoke anything, go to an hour, it might be too much intimidating. Go for a Rothschild, Petit Robusto, Corona, even like Perla for a first size, then go for the Robusto in my opinion.
I'll tell you why I don't think you should go for a smaller size cigar as a beginner. Because most people, and this is a stupid point, granted. But most people, when they see cigars online, they see like, oh yeah, it's a big cigar and blah, 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 and this and that. And I don't think the Petit Corona has that impact.
Yes, but that's why the job of the people who work in the shop is to talk with those people and explain them
and talk them
why
down.
no. Because lots of people come into my shop and they obviously says, oh, I seen this guy smoking online, you know, either influencer, actor, whatever, and he smoked this big chunky Fala cigar, and they usually point like Rio Seco, or and I say, look, it's if you want to smoke it mild, nothing harsh, but this is an hour and a half over 2 hours, and
That's
they didn't realize when you tell them this is over an hour and a half, 2 hours cigar, and they, oh, I'll cut it in half and I'll smoke it tomorrow.
No.
And then you start explaining why not, and maybe pick the same line, just a smaller size to see how you're feeling. Because imagine if you don't like this cigar after the first 10 puffs.
Then you're screwed, innit?
then you spend, because in UK it's a 50-pound cigar.
Yeah.
You spend 50 pounds, maybe lots of people doesn't care how they spend, but I know lots of people care actually.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, oh, I don't like it. And especially when you're trying new blends, new lines. Go for some small size, less than Robusto. See if you like it. If you're okay smoking this twice the size, twice the amount of time, and go for a bigger size. Yeah. Even if everyone sees the film actors, you know, I always give the example with Arnold Schwarzenegger smoking a big, massive, chunky cigars.
Yeah.
Would actually no, he doesn't smoke big cigars.
No, he smokes.
He smokes usually
show
Robustos.
He smokes big cigars.
Yeah, but he's a guy who smoke usually Robustos and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I accept your point, but I also disagree with it. I think that I would personally, if someone came to me. Well,
it's just a professional point when you're selling cigars.
But you're looking at it from the retail standpoint. Yeah. I'm looking at it from like a friend standpoint. Do you see what I mean? So your point is valid. But I think that if I had a friend, like Alex, for example, and if I had a friend called Alex, like the first cigar that I recommended to Alex was the Romeo and Julieta Short Churchill. First cigar. And I think that is the perfect beginner cigar for friends. if you're gonna smoke with them and you've got like a, because it's like if you're smoking with your friend, it's different. Do you know what I mean? If you're going into a lounge by yourself to try a cigar, that's a very different experience. But if you're with your friend, it's like with not to try and sound corny, but there's like some moral support there. That's why I think if you're going, for me personally, if I'm going to recommend a cigar and I'm going with a friend and we're going to a lounge together, or we're just smoking in my house or whatever, we're going to smoke a short Churchill. That's going to be their first cigar. That's what I would always recommend.
Would you say that the logistics comes into it as well? Like, when you're a beginner, cigars go out all the time, right? So how do you think perhaps that might affect?
Either go out, either people smoke them too fast.
What?
I think people smoke too fast at the beginning because they buy a big cigar, especially if they don't have the experience to choose and someone recommend them. They go and say, I want this cigar, they buy it, and they start smoking, and they realize the cigar is not burning quick as they think. And they start puffing quicker and quicker, and the cigar getting bitter and hotter, and you burning the oils, and it's a whole another story what's happening there. But I think that's my perception. I don't think people, the cigars going too often off, need to relight it.
No, they do.
I haven't experienced that one.
I've noticed that with friends. When someone's a beginner and they want to try a cigar, what tends to happen is they'll puff on it a little bit and then they'll forget to puff on it again, and then they'll just kind of be there, and it'll go out.
Strong enough.
Oh yeah. Or they're not doing like a strong enough puff.
That was always my problem.
Yeah. So they'll do this right, like that, which is obviously not enough to get it going. So that's what I found. That's been my experience. So I think that the Robusto size is, now in the when did this come out? 80s, 90s?
No, Robusto's been before that.
70s.
Yeah,
Because the first few cigars were Lanceros, Esplendidos, and those kinds of ones, and then they made the Robusto.
Well, if you talk about Cohiba Robusto, yeah, but short. What's the first Cuban Robusto? I think it's Partagas D4.
Is that the first one?
It's before the revolution.
Fair enough.
Without buns, of course.
Yeah.
Without the fancy buns.
It was the heaviest ring gauge cigar
Specially
for a while,
selected is probably from the time. Bolivar or Corona, possibly as well.
But the
Not
Robusto,
Cohiba, not Short Churchill. Thereafter, Oyu number 2.
that's a relatively new one, isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, but the point is, the Robusto ring gauge was the heaviest at one point, wasn't it? Was it? No?
No, because Monte number 2 been for ages.
Oh yeah.
And this is bigger in gauge.
Yeah, it's a much
so
bigger.
I think 52 as a ring gauge was the biggest one
at
for
one point, yeah. That's why they had to make it into a torpedo.
until. Very good question.
figure
What's the
out.
first 54 came up? Magnum, possibly. I'm start to thinking what's the first bigger than 52 ring gauge come on the market. I would say probably Magnum 54.
Possibly. I don't know. I would say that makes sense, Magnum 54. But anyway, the point I'm making is 50 ring gauge, that I think is kind of like a midpoint for me. In my mind, a 50 ring gauge is like a midpoint. Anything below
Nowadays,
that,
yeah. Nowadays, yeah.
Nowadays, yeah. We're not talking historically, we're talking current right now. 50 ring gauge is like a midpoint. Anything above 50 is kind of like, oh, maybe I'll double check. Anything below 50 is kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. So 52, 50, that's where I'm comfortable generally. And 50 is a great ring gauge for a cigar. I think it's such a good ring gauge. I know that I like thinner ring gauge cigars as well, like Lancero. Lancero is a gorgeous, gorgeous Vitola. But 50 is like a comfortable area. And then you have like the new cigars that Habanos has been producing. Like this is a Robusto. Which camera am I on? This is a Robusto. This is like a good size for a cigar. This is, I would say, an hour's smoke, maybe longer. For me, it takes a little bit longer, especially with like a Cuban cigar that's been heavily packed like this. This is like heavy pack. So this is gonna go an hour and a half comfortable for me. Look at this dildo. What the hell? It makes the Robusto look small. And the Robusto is not a small cigar. This is ridiculous. Absolutely incredible in terms of how big the cigar is. You see it and you talk about it and you hear about it and you see it online in pictures and whatever, but you don't truly appreciate. This is too big. This is too big. You were talking about the band and the foot band. By the way, this is not the festival version of the cigar. So I don't know if they can kind of zoom in a bit or whatever. Is that in focus?
Probably.
What do you mean, probably?
My screen's only that.
So this is not the festival band. The festival band has the 15th anniversary of Behike. So this is not the festival band. This is going to be the standard production, Behike standard production band for the 58. So it's going to have two bands, one on the top, one on the bottom of the foot band. And that's what it's going to look like. And it's going to say BHK 58 on the bottom. And I got to say, and you commented this on as well, the band is gorgeous. The band is absolutely...
They are the extra layers of protection. They are the, again, people will see it. I mean, if I point it, they won't see it without a focus. So probably when you make a video about that, if you haven't made it yet, you can show the all the stuff. But I mean, Behike, the whole line of Behike, from the progression with the band and the additional holograms and all the protections they add in, they add additional layers now. They change a little bit on the design. It's good. It's beautiful.
It's a pretty looking cigar. But when you have a cigar this big, the pigtail just looks weird, isn't it? It's just a dot. And you were commenting about the green spot on the top. Don't listen. We don't need to talk about that. That's not a green spot. You know, that was like that's where I dropped it. It's a bruise.
Where did you drop it? In a mint sauce? I mean, again, green spot. We all know we're joking. You know, it's harmless thing. But when you're having this masterpiece where it's supposed to be like immaculate, like creme de la creme, and you're having green spots on the wrapper, come on.
You know what? This doesn't have the same hologram.
Yeah, it's different.
On the Indian head. Native American head. Get cancelled. Even the hologram is different.
Taino head, that's it. It
doesn't have the same. It's got these little bars across at the bottom.
But I realized another thing. I don't think it's a very heavy cigar.
Yeah, it's not heavy.
So when you're thinking 7, because the length is 7 by 58.
But it's well packed.
Yeah. When you think 758, you're thinking probably 40 gram cigar, whatever. I doubt this is more than 30. Not even 30 probably.
I tell you it's a 30.
So it look big, chunky. I reckon it's not gonna smoke that slow.
This is not as heavy as that cigar, but it feels denser.
Yeah.
For its size.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is rock hard, and I love that. I love cigars that are like properly.
And then we come into another controversial. It's supposed to have medio tiempo, which is the top leaf of the tobacco.
It does.
And it's heavy tobacco. It's the thickest leaf.
It does have that thickness. It does, isn't it? It does. Official line. That's what he has.
Let me not start
there.
No,
you can start. You can say whatever you want.
Because from a technical point, medio tiempo, if people doesn't know, medio tiempo is the very top layer of the leaves, very top part of the plant. The thickest, the darkest, the strongest. I don't know how that smoke. I haven't smoked this one. But that should literally knock you down if they say they're using medio tiempo.
No, but it's Cuban tobacco. Cuban tobacco is mild at the best of times.
Yeah, but it should be the strongest cigar they ever produce. And I don't think it's the strongest. The previous Behike, 52, 54, 56.
Okay, is the 56 the strongest cigar you've ever smoked?
No.
From Cuba?
No. The strongest cigar I smoked from Cuba, I told you, Partagas, Bolivar, Ramones. I agree with that. There's a big discussion which is the strongest, Belicoso Fino or Ramones Specially Selected. Lots of people discuss that.
Belicoso Finos is mild.
If you check in the forums and everything, when they discuss what is the strongest Cuban cigar in existence, usually the dilemma is Ras or Belicoso Fino.
Okay, but if we're talking right now,
yeah,
right. If you pick up a cigar from the shelf, pick up a Bolivar Belicoso, pick up a Ramones. Guaranteed the Ramones is stronger than the Bolivar. The Bolivar now is mild, and I've been talking to a lot of collectors.
I found Vigueros stronger.
No, Vigueros isn't strong. It's under-fermented. No,
maybe
it's
that's
true.
Why it's stronger.
No, it's true though.
Because you under-fermented and it's stronger. I feel it's stronger than the others.
It's not strong. It's under-fermented. It's harsh. There's a difference. It's not strong, it's harsh.
Yeah, the harsh is not, it's not harsh.
It's harsh.
No.
It's harsh, man. Listen, you smoke freaking Vigueros that have got 10, 15 years worth of age on them.
No, I smoke new Vigueros. I don't have all the
bullshit. You smoke like some super... Listen, you smoke aged Cubans, okay? So...
Vigueros I have at 1920. I don't have old band Vigueros. Vigueros changed the band 24 2014, if I'm not wrong, 2013.
Right, so he's 5 years aged.
Yeah.
It's still aged.
But the Ramon Ionis is the same age.
No,
the Fabregas is the
no,
same
get
age.
out of here, man. Listen, you can't freaking bring a Vigueros into. Vigueros is supposed to be medium. Vigueros is supposed to be medium, right? Right? Mild medium. Is it full? Damn, I didn't know that. That's how few of them I smoke.
Vigueros is a full body cigar.
Okay.
It's one of the few brands doesn't use 100% raw tobacco, and I think that's why it's interesting because I actually have a different flavors in there. And back in the time, Vigueros used to be creme de la creme for the collectors. They do Lanceros. They're one of the few brands making Lanceros back in the time.
Yeah.
Not anymore, of course. They now go to those weird sizes.
I like the sizes, but they're small cigars, in it. They're not going to make big cigars in Vigueros now.
Probably no.
No.
I'm surprised nobody picked them for regional edition and stuff. That would be so cool.
No.
Creating the regional edition of Vigueros.
Oh, to be fair, Hunters use Florida, so Vigueros is long filler always.
Yeah.
So.
And
Yeah,
it's a
actually,
strong
that's a good
cigar.
point. That's a good point.
I'll
That's
be
a good
so
point.
cool to see Vigueros original edition.
I think people would be annoyed.
Not more annoying than Florida. This
Hunters-
cigar nobody buying it. I
but-
discussed it yesterday in some of the forums.
What? They've always sold out in so many places.
May every shop have it. Nobody wants to sell this cigar. They say this cigar does not start us the way they want.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Hunters is probably the only importer that can get away with doing Florida. It's a UK regional. You can get away with doing a lot of stuff.
Is it not Spain to the...
Did Spain do Florida? The Florida Mágicos, right? That was so shit. Yo! That was one of the worst cigars I've ever smoked.
What was it? Short Robusto or something?
Yeah. The Mágicos. It was horrible. Horrific. It tasted like baking soda. Like, it was just spoons of baking soda.
Helping versus acids, When you have an acid, you get a spoon of baking soda. You smoke a Vigueros, the Florida Mágicos.
When you're having stomach reflux, smoke a Florida Mágicos. That's horrible. That was disgusting. Easily one of the worst cigars I was smoking, this can't be Cuban. It was that bad. It was horrific. I couldn't believe I'm that. But anyway, point I'm making is you can't freaking bring Vigueros into the conversation when you're only smoking 5-year-old cigars, okay? We're talking off the shelf.
But I compare 5-year-old cigar
No,
to
but
5-year-old cigar.
okay, but it's not the same, okay? Vigueros is not going to age the same as Ramoneons.
Why?
Because the tobacco's better in Ramoneons.
How do you know?
It's already been fermented properly.
This doesn't make any sense.
It's been fermented properly, so obviously the tobacco's going to have a...
How do you know Vigueros is not fermented?
Come on, pick up a Figueros off the shelf, huh? It's got 1 month versus 1 month of fermenting on that. If that. Some of them are light green, innit? Don't get me wrong, I like Vigueros. I like them. I will happily smoke a Vigueros if someone gives me one. Not a D4, but if someone gives me a Vigueros, I'll smoke it. I don't give a crap.
Hey, if I need to pick full body cigar, standard shelf production, I'll get Vigueros.
Under fermented, it's not full body. But anyway, Bolivar now, off the shelf. Not your age stuff, off the shelf.
I almost don't have Bolivar, so I don't have age stuff on Bolivar.
Okay, but you smoked the last Bellicoso Finos that you smoked is probably older than you.
The last Bellicoso Fino, you bought it from the shop for me.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? Okay, how mild was that?
Well, Cuban, for me, my palate is completely different.
No. Forget all of that. Was it mild, yes or no?
Yeah, it wasn't strong.
There you go. That's the point. That was off the shelf.
But I don't find overly strong the ras and everything. I told you, for me, they're one-dimensional strength. But when you put overall strength, and we compare BBF and ras, I would say if I need to scale the strength of those cigars up to 10, they will be 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And 10 will be David, Foundation, Tabernacle, David.
Too strong.
That would be 10 out of 10.
Too strong.
That's how we compare them.
Yeah.
And for me, this is a strong cigar. Roma Craft, Foundation, Black Label, those kind of stuff, a 10 out of 10.
No, Black Label's fine.
Cuba, I did never smoke a Cuba which go more than 6 or 7 out of 10.
I think the Partagas Maduros are generally stronger. And I love those strong cigars. I know you don't like them, but that's fine. That's fine. They're one of my favorite cigars. I love the Partagas Maduros. They're stronger. They're heavier. The smoke feels heavier as well. Everything about that cigar is just deep and there's a lot more depth to it. And there's that sweetness on the top as well. I love them. But even those cigars, reasonable size. like every cigar that we've talked about so far, the things that we like, the things that we enjoy smoking, the things that we kind of like move towards in regular conversation. Like normally when people talk about cigars, people aren't talking about Rio Seco. Not a lot of people talk about the Rio Seco. Not a lot of people talk about...
Why do you think that?
Because it's a jumbo cigar, man.
What's the most popular big ring gauge cigar in Cuba, in your opinion? We're
I
talking over 54.
Over 54? I don't know. Maybe the White Churchill. White Churchill is probably the most popular. But that's got the Churchill name to it. It's got a lot more going on with it. It's from the Churchill series of cigars. I think it's a bit of an outlier. I don't think that's...
Do you reckon some of the new Vitors, you know, Partagas and Romeo and the Monte Cristo Linneas?
No. Listen, when we were in Cuba, right, if you go into any store that had no cigar... I went into the La Casa de la Habana in the National. Went into the La Casa, went downstairs, spoke to the guy, and he goes, we've literally got nothing. And he wasn't joking. There was nothing. Except Cohiba Panatellas, Jose El Piedra.
Such a shame. Cuba Panatellas used to be a massive seller 20 years ago.
But listen, Cohiba Panatellas, Jose El Piedra, and all the Linea series.
All the expensive stuff.
All the Linea series. No, not the expensive stuff. Because all the expensive Cohibas, gone.
Yeah, but the expensive Romeos and Partagas and... Why do you think they were there then? Why people don't smoke
No
them?
one's buying, from what I can tell, when I go into these stores, in like a lot of the actual Cuban Havana stores, no one's buying the Linea series. No one's buying the Leyenda. No one's buying the Dumas or the, or the Dianas from Romeo and Julieta or the Hidalgos. People are buying these cigars.
But why do you think people don't buy them?
Because, in all honesty, they're not that great.
So what was all about that first Habanos releasing them every year, 3 Romeos, 3 Montes, now Partagas last year. Who knows what will be the next one? Maybe, I don't know, Linnea, what they haven't released. Hoyo or H. Upman something.
Well, next year's Cohiba, so they might do Linea Cohiba.
They already have the Behike. I think that's the
one, isn't it? Yeah.
So
yeah,
if they want to use the worldwide, the global brands, Hoyo and H. Upman.
Yeah.
Those are the two don't have that fanciest.
See, I wouldn't mind a Hoyo or H. Upman Linea cigar to try. But am I going to buy them regularly? No, because they're going to have massive ring gauges.
So Cuba pushing big ring gauges.
They're pushing
without
big
even
ring
people
gauges.
smoking them.
There's not even...
So they.
When was the last time you saw a big ring gauge Cuban cigar?
When I saw.
How often did you sell big ring gauge Cuban cigars?
In UK, the problem is the price.
Ignore the price, because the UK market is accustomed to that. Because people still come in and buy
over 54s. I don't have lots of those in the shop, to be honest. I don't stock them,
But you had Linea series cigars for a while.
Smaller ring gauges.
You had the smaller ones.
Dianas and stuff like that.
You didn't have the big ones.
I don't have the fancy ones.
There you go. Why didn't you have the big ones?
Because my clientele was different. Again, I am not London.
Okay, but do people still came in and they bought Cohibas? They bought Cohibas by droves, right? Cohiba was selling like crazy. Trinidad, no. But Trinidad is a different story because the price range went up too far for that particular brand. And maybe in a few years people will become used to it. I don't know. I don't think they will. I think Trinidad's going to be a bit of a misstep for Habanos, in my opinion. But Cohiba wasn't a misstep.
Looks like so far lots of missteps. All those linear lines.
Well,
if they're making them and people don't buy them, I mean it's not successful.
Even in Spain, even in Bulgaria, even in Switzerland, every single country that I've been to so far, the Linea series cigars on the shelf. Just that.
We've just got exactly that comment.
What?
The Linea sit on the shelves across Europe as well.
Yeah. You can't get rid of them. Because they're big, massive, chunky cigars. 57, 58 ring gauge cigars. Hidalgos isn't even a Figurado. It's a full straight Parejo with a 57 ring gauge. That's crazy. That's nuts.
So what do you think will happen with Behike 58?
I think Behike 58...
Because it's Behike?
I don't know. Because it's Behike, I think it's going to sell. Just because it's Behike. They could get away with some things. It's again, that's an outlier. It's a Behike. It's going to sell. Is it going to sell more than the 52? No way. No way.
That's an interesting thing. Do you know which is the most selling Behike?
54.
54 the most selling one?
Probably. 54 and 52.
If you ask me, again, I don't have the data at all. My observation, 54 is the least selling one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen people smoke 54s. I've seen people smoke 52s.
52 always.
56 sometimes, get a chunky one, but I haven't seen many people smoke 54s. I haven't smoked 54 in years.
Personally, if I was going to pick a Behike, I'd pick 52, 54. The 56 never interested me. I know that's your favorite one, but for me, the 56 never interested me. It never made me think, oh, that's a cigar I want to try. To parejo with a 56, that's crazy. And that's not even like when you put the 56, honestly, I showed you the 56 next to this.
It's an inch shorter than that.
The 56 looks small compared to this. And the 56 is a big cigar. It's not a joke of a cigar, that's a big cigar. So, I don't know where Habanos is going with this.
Well, do you think they try to, because obviously they see the American market.
Yeah, but they don't sell to the American market.
But they might think, oh, Europe follow America. They will sooner or later, or the rest of the world wants to smoke what Americans smoke as a sizes. Why are we not making Toros and Gordos and that kind of stuff, obviously, or bigger engages?
But the figures don't say that. The figures show Europe smokes smaller engaged cigars, categorically. There's so much evidence to prove this as well. Every single retailer that I spoke to hunters, I spoke to all the retailers, I spoke to Brightleaf. Tor didn't get back to me, I don't know why. And I think they're still annoyed with me. But anyway, point is, I hope not, because I love Tor. No, I do. You know, bullshit aside, I love Carlos. I have a lot of time for Scott, but that's a different subject. Every single retailer and importer that I spoke to, they all said the same thing. Cigars for hunters, Petit Coronas and Marevas. Hands down the most popular. Caliman Caribe, Petit Coronas and Marevas. Robustos as well. The Cohiba Robusto was one of the most selling cigars for last year. So Robustos, Petit Coronas, Marevas. Those are the cigars that are the most popular across Europe. Across Europe. This isn't like just an individual thing. And Europe is the biggest market for Habanos. By far. Okay, if you're doing individual countries, fair.
Yeah, but it's a bit weird because it looks like people from Habanos doesn't even check what's happening on the market.
I think they do, but I also think that
why you keep releasing big chunky sizes, and regionals even, okay, Flor de Cano is an exception, it's a fairly slim cigar, but you've seen limited editions and stuff, they're still pushing towards those kind of bigger engages, big cigars.
But the limitadas that we received recently, right? Cabildos, very good in terms of size. Excellent size cigar. The Magnum Finite, H. Upmann, excellent size in terms of cigar. The Ramon Leones,
H. Upmann, Joyo de Monterrey, Maravilla.
That was the outlier.
I said it's still big size.
55.
So
yeah,
they tried to push there. Obviously, that sold because that was a very successful launch on the limited edition. Yeah. It sold out. It was.
But that was 2021. We're talking 2024.
But they release it.
They totally release it.
I mean,
that's why we don't have 22 and 23. So 24 is the last series of limitadas that have been released, right? Trinidad, H. Upmann, and Ramon Leones. Every single one of them, excellent on the ring gauge. Excellent. Sold like hotcakes, right? The Trinidad sold very well. The Premier Pack sold out so quickly and the price went up to some ridiculous figure. The Cabildos is selling relatively well as well because it's not a crazy price, especially when you compare it to the Premier Pack. Then you've got the Magnum Finite. Although it's been launched, it hasn't been, whatever. It's not around everywhere, but they were very popular. A lot of people had a lot of good things to say about it. Same with the Ramon Leones. Really good in terms of ring gauge and vitola size and everything. Everything about that cigar, excellent. What's up with the freaking massive cigars that they're throwing in as well? And it's always Cohiba with the biggest ring gauges. If you notice, the biggest ring gauges that Habanos has produced is Cohiba.
Well, they try the market with Cohiba. They're thinking if the Cohiba is selling, everything will sell. But looks like no.
Cohiba's that's the thing. Cohiba, they can...
Because what was the biggest ring gauge 10 years ago when they released?
They did the 59.
They did the limited edition 2014, which was the big Robusto Cohiba.
Majestuosos.
That was 58. No, it wasn't Majestuosos. It was Robusto something. Royal Robusto. No, not Royal Robusto. Someone can pull it probably in the chat. 2014 limited edition.
I thought the Majestuosos was 58.
Majestuosos came after.
Yeah.
That was 60.
No, it's not 60. 59.
Which one was
59.
no, there was a 60 Cohiba. The one in the books is in a book in a gold label. That's not been released publicly.
Right, it's not been released publicly though.
No, it's been released, but not mass production. It was limited edition, not with the band limited edition. It's one of those humidor books, etc. for Cohiba.
Right. But it's not like a release cigar. Do you know what I mean? It's like...
It's a released cigar, but not like, it's only like few hundred books or something.
Yeah, they just made like a special
Yeah, but
release.
the limited edition 2014, that was 58 ring gauge, if I'm not wrong. Shorter, it was 5-inch, I think around 5 or less than 5.
I thought it was 5 by
chunky.
58, something like that.
Yeah. So it was a big chunky Robusto. That was the first 58 back in the time when they released it.
Alex,
it was bigger.
Do you mind looking up the Majestuosos?
It was bigger than the Partega Salomones, as a 57
yeah.
in Cuaba. It was the biggest engage at the time, and this is 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
But 57 on the Salamones is fine. Because it's not a 57 all the way through. It's a reasonable size, because it feels more like a 52 when you're smoking it. Double figurado, not a problem. Even, that's the only one. That was the heaviest ring gauge cigar for a long time, Salamones, 57. And I have no problem with that. Figurado, easy smoke. I don't normally go towards Salamones because they're too big. 7 1/4, 57. It's a big cigar.
Just under 6 inches, 58.
When did it come out?
2016.
2016. So 2014. The 2014. Search Cohiba 2014, please. Because I'm pretty
some
sure.
Robusto.
Yeah, I remember that. But I also remember it not being massive.
58 ring gauge.
I'm pretty sure it's not 58. I think the 58 was the Majestuosos.
Or 57.
Sorry, I don't know what I'm looking for now. What do you look for?
We have 30 people in the chat. How no one comment?
Cohiba,
Tell us what is it?
let me look it up. Cohiba 2014.
We've gone over an hour, by the way. We've gone over an hour.
My cigar's not finished anyway. Cohiba limited edition. Yeah, Robusto Supremos.
Robusto Supremos. That's the one.
That's the one. 58 ring gauge as well. Yeah, 5 by 58. Okay, yeah.
Grandioso is the Cohiba 60 ring gauge.
Yeah, but that's not.
Cohiba Grandioso 60 ring gauge by 7 inch.
But that's not a cigar that came out, really.
Well, it was released 2016. 50
Right.
humidors or 50 cigars.
There you go. It's not a release cigar. Do you know what I mean? It's not the same thing.
I've never seen this cigar live, to be honest.
No one's seen it.
Well, whoever buy them probably have most of the.
That was the
humidors.
50th anniversary, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was for like the festival, wasn't it?
And by the way, each cigar is cellophane.
Yeah. Finally, put some protection on that cigar. You know what I mean? Is it plastic?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I just know the info.
Do we have any comments? Because we're at the half. We're coming towards the end of it.
Halfway. Someone says they've been chopping their behikas into their pipe tobacco blend.
Who said that?
Because they're done with Cohiba.
Damn. Harsh.
There's other comments relating to bits of the conversation, but all the comments are like 30 seconds out, so I never quite know what they're referring to.
Oh, well, read them out, innit? Read some of the comments.
Well,
We might
they
get.
don't really work. Supremos, for instance.
Yeah.
Robusto
Supremos.
Yeah, Robusto
yeah.
Supremos, yeah.
24.
I always say it's Royal Robusto. I don't know why. For this cigar, I know it's not Royal Robusto, but I always say it's a big Robusto, whatever.
Yeah. Now I remember the Supremos. Yeah. Because AJ was the one that had like a ton of them. And, well, I don't know if he had a ton of them, but he used to smoke a bunch of them. And I think he brought either that or he had the Majestuosos to the festival. He was smoking that. Any other comments?
The Robusto Supremos was 2014, 5 by 58.
Anything before that?
So
Being very quiet.
A little bit quiet.
Everyone's smoking, innit?
People generally agreeing that Cuban cigars are getting too big.
There we go.
So the only people who doesn't agree are Habanos. Oh, we're gonna release another big cigar.
Cody said something nice to you, so I didn't say that one.
Hey, what did you say? Because I'll not see the comment.
I know.
Because once the live's done, the comments are gone.
This was ages ago.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
comments stay.
no, not the live stream comments.
You can
Mine
replay-
stay in every live.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the lives are there. All the comments are there.
I don't know how to keep. Maybe it was. No, yeah, 4 years ago they used to go.
No, they're still here.
Now they maybe.
Well, you can watch the old comments as well. When you put the live, you can see the comments.
Ah, I don't want to watch
There's
it
also-
back.
Oh, there's also a discussion. Ray might be able to confirm this.
Fine.
All Rafael,
Rafael Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
all RGs are long fillers except one, but they won't say which one. Is that right?
No, I thought they were all long filler.
Londres. Corona's the Londres.
No, that's long filler.
That's long filler.
That's the latest one.
Petit Corona is a long filler. Perla is long filler. What else is Rafael Gonzalez?
Fuck all. They don't make cigars.
I don't know.
Yeah, the Hermoso number 4 is a long filler. Ray's looking it up.
Vigeritus Panatella Extra is a short filler.
Vigeritos Panatella Shorter.
Panatella Extra, Vigeritus, that's Rafael
Oh, the
Gonzalez.
Panatella Extra.
Yeah,
I didn't even
37.
remember that cigar.
37 by 5, machine made, short filler.
What a pointless cigar.
Yeah. All the others are, as I say, Coronas de Londres, Perlas, Petit Coronas, they're all long fillers.
We're going to wrap up. Any questions from the comments?
Yeah, we're going to start wrapping up, so they can't hear you, by the way, I don't think.
If I shout, you probably can.
Maybe, yeah. So we're going to start wrapping up. So any comments from anyone, that would be great. If not, then we're going to smoke, talk a little bit of nonsense, and then wrap this up. How's your cigar,
Well,
by the way?
It's a very nice. It's a very mineral. Not much of a spiciness. I expect to be spicy because it's usually Corojo. Maybe the age mellow it down. I mean, this is over 10 years old. But yeah, it's all right smoke.
Oh, I don't smoke aged cigars, innit? 5 years isn't aged. Oh, fuck out of here.
I just can't afford buying new ones. I was affording them back in the time, so I was buying lots. So
I
now I
swear.
can't.
All my Cubans are not aged, is it? When did you buy
I
them?
got
5
new
years
Cubans.
ago.
5 years for a Cuban. I mean, it's nearly ready then.
Nah! See, it's so mean, huh?
I didn't say that.
I call bullshit on that. I think the Cuban cigars are ready when they're ready to smoke. I haven't smoked many cigars recently that I thought to myself, oh, this needs a lot more time. Because a lot of the new production, maybe like 2019, 2018, maybe even before that, possibly, they had like a little batch problem maybe. But since then, after COVID, even through COVID, the cigars, every single one that they released, one after the other, every single one was ready to smoke straight off the shelf. And that's what I'm interested in. I'm not really that interested in like super aged cigars or whatever.
It shouldn't be.
Because
I
for
know we're all joking, I smoke old cigars, but in my opinion, every cigar should be smoked now. We shouldn't age cigars. Obviously, I buy sometimes more because of the pricings, some of the cigars I found, and keep smoking different cigars, what make them age. I didn't age that on purpose for 10 years. I just haven't smoked it in the last few years.
I agree with you. I don't think there should be a requirement to age, but also aging cigars does help. But I don't
Sometimes.
in a lot of cases.
There's a moment, especially. I mean, I smoke lots of cigars which are at least 5-6 years
we're talking
old.
3 to 5 years.
Yeah, majority of the cigars I smoke, they're pretty much in that age. 3, 5, 4, 5, 6 years old. Sometimes the cigar is disappointing. I don't know if the cigar was better back in the time. Sometimes I haven't smoked it back in the time. But I reckon, especially in new worlds, where they already aged the tobacco for a good amount of time, fermented and everything, and when you put it to another 2-3 years to age, I think it changed the blend. Maybe in a good way sometimes, but not always.
I will agree with that. Because even Cubans historically did not age cigars. That was an alien concept for them.
They shouldn't. Why are you making... I mean, there's not many products on the market where you release it and say, oh, this needs to stay for 5 years. Why do you release it? Why you don't keep it for 5 years and then release it? Every product, consumable product, whiskey, whatever, why the whiskey they release it with 18 years on it or 15?
Yeah, I agree.
They say, okay, we want this to be aged.
Yeah.
We'll age it. When we think it's ready, we release it to be open now, consume now.
But Habanos never makes that claim.
Yeah, but they say cigars are ready to be smoked now.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
If the cigars are not ready now, there might be problems, but they shouldn't be.
Habanos has never made that claim of, oh, these cigars need aging. You know, buy them, put them away, age them, blah, blah, blah. Habanos has never made that claim.
I was talking with someone recently about aging on the Habanos, and there was a big point, an interesting point made that maybe back in the time when Habanos released a cigar, I'm not saying 50 years ago, I'm talking about 10 years ago, or even 15, when they released a cigar, and there wasn't much of a stock of the cigar, people buy lots just because to make sure they have this cigar for the next years.
Yeah.
And that's how the aging idea came in. Oh, they need 5 years, they need 6 years, they need 5 years.
That makes sense. Because people used to stash them away.
People stash them and
smoke them.
When you buy 5 times more than what you're smoking, of course you're gonna age them you're gonna have for the next 5 years.
Of course.
Stash. And that's how it came up, like, oh, they need age, because everyone pulling out cigar and like, ooh, my box is 2013, or my box is 2012. It's been aged for 6 years or 8 years. And you're saying, oh, amazing smoke. And all the new guys, smokers who just starting, they have the perception and the idea.
Oh, we need to age the cigars.
We need to age them because those been 5 years old. That guy says it's phenomenal smoke. Or maybe he gave me one, I smoke it.
It was amazing.
It's amazing. I need to age them. When they're ready, they don't taste the same.
No, I agree. Like I said, in Cuba, aging cigars is an alien concept. They don't really age cigars. I mean, they did some with the Aliados, but it didn't really work out because it wasn't great. It wasn't
exactly.
But they age tobacco.
Aliados is the only line in Cuba on purpose age, and none of the Aliados are good.
Yeah.
We smoke most of them. I never like any of the Aliados.
Same.
And some of the Aliados, like the Churchill, Romeo, I love Romeo Churchills.
It was a dud. We smoked
but
that
the
together.
Aliados was...
It was a dud. It was
empty.
It was
gone.
Yeah, it was gone.
It was a long time gone.
It was a long time gone. They age tobacco though, and that's what they have, the Gran Reserva series and whatever. But then they've also now come up with the vintage series, and now they're starting to age cigars as well, because they realize there's a market for it, and people will spend money, or spend considerably more money on aged Cuban cigars. So they did the vintage series. But I don't know. I think that aging cigars has its place. It's not something that I'm deeply invested in or interested in. I'm more interested in what they smoke like when they are on the shelf. And you go into a store, you buy them, I want to smoke them there. That's my perspective. I've smoked aged cigars. They do taste different. I'm not going to say they taste better objectively, because it depends. Because sometimes you can smoke an aged cigar and it tastes like nothing. Sometimes you can smoke an aged cigar and it tastes incredible.
That's always the risk. I mean, people who make cigars, they used to say, bad cigar is always bad cigar.
Yeah.
If the cigar is mainly bad, if cigars have unfermented tobacco, problems with construction, anything, even if you age it for 50 years,
It's not
still
going
will
to
be
make
a
a
bad
difference.
cigar.
Bad cigars always going to be bad. I smoked aged Cohiba Robustos. Had a batch of, had a bundle, had a whole cabinet. Freaking hell, can't even. And they were like, when I bought them, they had about 5 or 6 years worth of age on them. Some of them were incredible. In fact, most of them were incredible. But then 1 or 2 of them were just bad. Just tasted horrible. Absolutely
and
horrible.
it's the same box.
Same
basically.
bundle.
So it should be made on the same time.
Yeah, same bundle. But then to be fair, they might not be made at the same time, because what tends to happen is Cuba Tobacco or Tabacuba, they basically arrange cigars based on color, not when they were produced.
Yeah, but they're made fairly the same period.
Yeah, I guess so.
They
were
were
made around
made
the same
3
time.
years ago, staying on this table because
Yeah,
they're darker.
yeah.
They were made maybe a week before, not even a week. When I was you've been to the Cuban factories, you see, even if they age by colors, whatever, they pack them by colors. They're not going to leave cigars for 5 weeks on the table, because it's 5 of those cigars are super dark, or 3 of them are light. Because even if when they give them the batch of wrappers, because every roller in Cuba, every torcedor, he receives his batch of tobacco every day. Those batches are relatively similar color because they've been sorted already.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So they won't get 50 leaves, and there will be
11
different colors in there.
Yeah.
They'll be relatively the same. So maybe this torcedor will roll slightly darker.
Yeah.
The guy next to him will roll slightly lighter. But they all been given today. They know you need to make 50 cigars, 2 cabinets. So we're collecting those 2 cabinets to be on one side, the other 2 on the other side.
I'll tell you what though, when I was in the factory, I went to this area where they were sorting all the colors out, and there's this guy there. I don't know if I can name him. Screw it. His name's Sotomayor. His name's not Sotomayor, but he says, "Call me Sotomayor." I was like, okay, cool. And I remembered that. He only said it once and he just stuck with me, and I still remember that, right? And he was putting on the wrapper leaves for the cigars that were going into the fancy humidors. And yo, those wrapper leaves were gorgeous. Absolutely, like perfection to perfection. I've never seen Cuban cigars look that good. They were unbelievably gorgeous. And, you know, they allowed me to handle a few of the cigars. I picked them up and they smelled incredible. The wrapper leaf had this like beautiful, the nicest looking cigars I've ever seen. And I was like, shit, you know, can I take some? No, you can't. But those cigars looked incredible. So at least it's nice to know that the cigars that they're putting in these fancy £1 million humidors are going to be top tier. They're going to be some of the best that they put in.
Maybe not with the green leaves.
No, they don't have the green leaves because the wrapper leaves were absolutely perfect. Again, I've never seen cigars, like that many cigars look that perfect. And this guy, it was one guy, just one dude, and he was putting on the wrapper leaves for all of the cigars, for all of the humidors. I don't know if he was doing it for all of the humidors, but he was definitely doing it for two of the...
Probably no. I mean, in all the big factories in Nicaragua, they have one or two guys who do all the fancy stuff. The Lanceros, the top tier, Opus X, if you want to call it, Padron fancy, 58, 48, whatever. They have very few people which put the wrappers on those.
Yeah. Speaking of Padron, yo, that Padron black, the wrapper leaf is ugly, man. But anyway, that's a different story.
So,
but yeah.
When will be the next show?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay, we're still on Sundays?
Sundays, yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
We're still going to be doing the live streams on Sundays. That's going to be on Instagram. We didn't do one Sunday, obviously, because we're doing it over here. So I think on the days that on the weeks that we're doing the live stream on Sunday, I mean, the weeks that we're doing a live stream on Tuesday, there's no point doing a live stream on Sunday.
Correct.
Because we're just going to talk about the same thing. So we'll do that. And yeah, let's get back onto this. Let's do this more often.
Once a month?
Once a month, I think at the moment, we might increase it depending on how we feel. But right now, I think once a month is comfortable, isn't it? And then we'll take it from there. And if we want to do twice a month, then we'll probably talk about that and we'll see if we can do twice a month. But right now, once a month. But yeah, we've been, told off by so many people for so long, for literal years. Like, hey, when are you going to do the live stream? How come you're not doing the live stream? How come you and Ray not doing it? We're back. We're finally doing it again. We promised we were going to do it, and we just didn't promise a time. But we're here, and it's the same team, 3-man team. Got that correct, see? 3-man person. We're back. 3-team person. There we go. Yeah. That's
3-person team.
3-person team. I know what words are. Why is the Bulgarian teaching me English? But yeah, this has been great. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna redecorate, sort this out. I promise I will.
Redecorate.
Hey, I'm gonna decorate. Sort this out. I might change the chairs because this is weird. The colors are off. I don't know. I'll see. I might just leave the chairs as they are. You know what? Screw it. Let's leave the chairs as they are.
I don't care.
Are you comfortable in that one?
Yeah.
No, for real?
Yeah.
Genuinely?
Yeah, man.
Okay. You're not just saying that because of the camera.
No, man.
Okay. But you're
I can sit on the floor, Turkish style.
But you're not comfortable in this chair.
I can't put my legs like that because I've got big balls, but that's another thing.
If I'm past 9 o'clock, it's okay.
Yeah. So, you're not comfortable in this chair. I can't persuade you to swap.
Not in that one.
Ah, fuck's sakes.
I just don't fit in it. The guys, when I'm in that chair, I can't fit here.
It's less comfortable than it looks. Let's put it that way. Anyway, thank you everyone. Which camera am I looking at?
Middle.
Thank you everyone for joining us on our first ever Cigar Inspector live stream. Some big changes have happened since we joined and since we originally did the live stream. So it's been a few years. So obviously there's going to be massive changes, and I think we're in a much better place to be able to do this regularly. And I'm very pleased that we've started again. So Ray, thank you so much for joining me on doing this live stream. Alex, thank you so much. Next time I promise you I'll put a mic on you so people can hear you. you know,
Sorry, guys.
just heckle in the back. And yeah, this has been such a pleasure. And to you guys, thank you so much for joining us and watching us talk our nonsense or whatever the stuff we're talking about. Complaining, that's what we do. We complain. Basically, this is just
We rant.
yeah, this is just the whole session of us complaining about cigars. But yeah, it's been great. I really enjoyed this. It's been cathartic. But yeah, great.
Yeah, it was a pleasure for me as well, guys. Yeah, if you want to see us talking about anything weird, anything interesting, what you may be interested for you, we, as Usman says, we're in a better position now. He's way more knowledgeable than before. I'm knowledgeable than before. We both have a few years experience already in the industry. We've been to lots of different places since last time. Yeah, so bring it on. We're here.
Think you can sponsor our events? Our live streams?
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about next time.
I'm just trying to get some free cigars, man.
Anyway, you smoke Cubans, yeah. I don't wait for Habanos.
I like your cigars. I've told you that plenty of times. I like your cigars. I think your cigars are great. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you joining us. I hope you have a lovely evening. Although it is a little bit late, wishing you all a lovely week ahead, or rest of the week. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.